I really can't think of a better place to have this conversation than the Victims of Communism Museum. Sadly, the single greatest number of victims of communism are in communist China. Many people don't recognize that Mao is probably without question the worst mass murderer in the history of mankind, worse than Stalin, worse than Hitler, worse than anyone. And the first thing you can't say about China is that China is an evil empire, which is an echo, of course, of what Ronald Reagan said about communist Russia in 1983. And Xi Jinping, its current dictator, is a Marxist, Leninist, Maoist to the core. And that is so critical because it explains what it does not only to its own people, but what it does to other nations, to include the United States. And I wrote this book in part to ring the alarm. I'm often asked, because of my work on the Intelligence Committee and the Armed Services Committee, is the threat from China really as bad as it seems? Because most Americans hold China in very low regard, more so probably than many American leaders do in business and politics. And unfortunately, my answer is no, it's worse. It's worse than you might imagine. It's not some abstract threat in the future for grand strategic interests, though it is that. It's an immediate, pervasive, day-to-day threat in your lives and lives of your families. And it's particularly important that we tell all of our children that, and that's, I know, the mission of this museum in part, is to educate the next generation who didn't grow up when there was still a large communist bloc in the world. And there's a joke on the internet that says, certain things that you need to tell your kids. I love you, I'm proud of you, you can do it, I'm sorry, I forgive you, communism has failed every time it's ever been tried.